Good morning. We are hiking into Mount Assiniboine today. We spent the last few days in Banff and ended up finding permits for this trip just 2 days ago and figured we may as well go for it even though the weather was looking a little iffy. The really intriguing part of Mount Assiniboine is that it's a provincial park in Canada, but there isn't a single road leading into the park. Instead, the only access is by foot, horse, or helicopter. So we are starting this trip by hiking 17 miles over Wonder Pass through some of the most beautiful scenery I have ever seen.
She's still there, I can't see where she's going, but I hope it's near. Life ain't what it seems, there's still a part of me that's trying. Find a little rest from hiding. Don't let this go. Don't let it fall away. Don't worry, we'll take it slow. Just don't let it go.
Honestly, this hike wasn't as hard as we thought it was going to be. Our packs were nearly 40 pounds with some extras, so we were a little nervous. The first 10 miles were relatively flat, and then at mile 11 you climb a few thousand feet over the pass into the park. It was fairly quick, and the views on the pass absolutely made up for it.
It's so pretty, the snow and the larches. I feel like they're nearly perfect right now.
Come lay on my chest. You can find a little rest from hiding.
And to think, I almost bailed because of weather.
Don't let it fall away. Don't worry.
There's a moose. Oh my god, he's huge.
Just don't let it go.
That's the second one we've seen.
Does that make you happy?
I'm like tearing up. This is so beautiful.
I think she's gonna cry.
Oh my god. Wow, I never get emotional about hikes, but like,
Yeah, that's happening. That's real life.
She was all worried that we'd lose the larches on the other side.
yeah, I guess we're not running out.
Woo-hoo!
I truly cannot believe these conditions right now.
Don't let it fall away. Don't worry.
And it's hailing. It's hailing.
Can you see the hail? Can you see it? You have to be able to see it. But come on! Is it not rad? Wow.
Oh my god. 1,000 times better than the photos. Campsites are not reserved, have a permit, and then you get first come, first serve. So hopefully we get a good spot. Found it. That one's ours. Made it in the tent. It just got really cold now that we're not moving, so we're gonna make the beds and layer up. chaos. That happened really fast.
So we made it to the end of the trail, and that is officially Lake Magog. We made it to the campground where the backpackers get to sleep, and whoa, we're boiling here. So we made it. We're in the cooking shelter to make dinner, and we're gonna get some warm bellies before we go climb into our sleeping bags. Ramen tonight.
Our only priorities for meals on this trip were warm, comforting, and easy. After dinner, we were exhausted and very ready for bed, but we woke up to quite the change in scenery. Good morning.
It snowed all night long.
It's so cozy in here, though. I was like sweating last night. I love our sleeping bags and that they zip together.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
But you gotta see what it looks like outside.
This is a very different backcountry experience than we're used to, and the weather is making us incredibly grateful for all the luxuries that come along with it. The campground here has the cook shelter to get us out of the snow, pit toilets, and even full bear boxes. This also means that you're much closer to other people, but we really enjoyed getting to meet the people who were equally excited to be here.
We spent all morning hanging out at the cook shelter because it just keeps snowing. But it's really cold, so we're gonna try and find some of the lakes and hope we can see something. Okay, we're gonna try and go up to the ridge that's supposed to have this amazing panorama, but I might not be able to see it.
Gotta keep them warm. Yep, they're firm.
They want to break, but we're just stuck in the winter wonderland.
Found a spot, a covered spot under a tree.
Making lunch. Well, lunch appetizer.
Potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. All right, let's see if this overflows the pot. Oh boy. Because these will expand. Ooh, baby, I love you. Yes.
Hot.
I told.
Okay, also, because a lot of people get flown in, they can bring whatever they want. So we were eating oatmeal this morning. I wanted to say all this in the cook shelter, but we're like next to everybody. We were eating oatmeal this morning, and meanwhile next to us the table's having stuffed French toast.
And then
and bacon.
Next to them was like bacon and omelets.
Because they don't have to carry it.
We had Quaker oats.
That was a little disappointing.
And mashed potatoes.
Yeah, they were supposed to have a 3-course meal last night, but they just had a 2-course meal.
All Indian food.
I heard tonight is something to do with tapenade for an appetizer.
Yeah.
You know what our appetizer is? Mashed potatoes.
Alright, hot chocolate time, hot chocolate time, hot chocolate time. What?
Loading off of hot chocolate and mashed potatoes.
Made from the same pot. Not washed in between. That's gonna burn my finger.
Okay, we are going to sleep.
Sleep time. Oh, that's blinding.
It's so cozy.
I don't know. I don't even know where the camera is to look at.
Good night.
Good night.
So we woke up and it was semi-clear. There were still a lot of clouds. We decided to run back up to the ridge to see it. We have 2.5 hours to wait to check in for our helicopter flight, and we're not packed. You gotta see the view.
Now we're rushing back down because we have exactly 1 hour to hike 2 miles down to camp, pack up camp, and hike another mile to make it to our helicopter out.
It is so hard to leave now that the skies have cleared, but a lot of people come on this trip and never even get to see the mountain because of clouds, so I was really happy that we got to see it in its fall and winter colors before leaving. When we booked this trip, we chose to splurge a little bit and book the helicopter ride out of the park instead of hiking. It's 205 Canadian per person. We're so grateful that we did, not only because our legs weren't prepared for the hike back out, but also because the views overlooking where we had hiked were the most beautiful we had ever seen. When we got to the helipad, we learned that we were on different flights out, which I was initially bummed about, but it ended up being such a gift.
I haven't cut my hair since I walked through your door. It's never been quite this long before. Taking some time to get all settled in, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I never thought that I would move out of town. There's something about this place that holds me down. Made some mistakes, but I can start again, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm grateful to know you, so grateful to show you all the things that I've been.
We both got the front seat of the helicopter, which is insane. They were saying that the smallest person has to be in the front, and because we got separated, my group chose me, which I'm not sure I was the smallest, but that's what they chose. And then Kelby's group, he was the only one in his group that wasn't in the group, so they chose him to go in the front, which is crazy. We're all changed, and now we're gonna head into town. We have a campsite in Banff tonight, but first priorities is food
Pizza
and poutine.
and poutine.
How could you forget the poutine?
There's no forgetting the poutine. Thanks. Is there only one?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's all mine.
Yep.